Fox 6 News. First Alert Weather Extra starts now.
Hey there, First Alert Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt. Welcome into Weather Extra. Let's get to our weather headlines here. We are looking at the isolated showers and storms in our forecast. Temperatures below average at night. And we're going to be talking about a very low chance for tropical development, a system that we're watching that's back off to the east. Let's head over to a current view that we have on radar. There's an isolated shower that was showing up back to the west. You can see most of us right now enjoying some dry conditions. We have the super regional happening in Tuscaloosa, 82 degrees, 79 in Centerville, 80 degrees in Birmingham, and Hoover looking good for the SEC tournament happening. What a night, what a start to our Memorial Day weekend. And I mentioned just an isolated shower. That's what we're seeing in areas back off to the west, and a little shower that's showing up over Lamar County, and that's moving back to the south and west direction. Let's head over to the regional view. I want to show you the, actually we're going for a close-up. Not much to this right now. This popped up around Detroit there north of Sulligent, but we've seen most of the pop-ups back into Mississippi. Here's that wider view, and you can see the general flow here is from northeast back to the southwest direction, and that's going to be the general flow back to the south-southwest with a lot of this that pops up here over the next few days if we do see any isolated showers. So if you see a dark cloud on the horizon, check that weather app, and that's going to be the general motion. Tennessee Valley, though, looks like around the Huntsville area over towards Florence, a little bit of rain showing up. Down along the coast, not seeing a lot. Folks, earlier there was a couple of showers right around Fort Deposit, Monroeville, and down towards Georgiana exit. You can see that's moving on through. Nothing extreme for folks that are traveling down towards Panama City, Destin. Still have that offshore flow. You can see some storms there developing. It's going to be one of those nights maybe for folks around Panama City. May notice some lightning flashes there off the coast tonight as those storms track to the south there near Port St. Joe. One system, though, that is going to have some impacts for areas, parts of the Carolinas here, is that disturbance that we've been watching now for a couple days. You can see quite the circulation. I mean, this thing looks like it's trying to take on some tropical characteristics. I know there's only a 10% chance for tropical development, but certainly not uncommon to see a subtropical type or hybrid tropical system develop this time of the year, and that's what could happen with this. But if you are traveling back to the east, you're going to have some wet weather to deal with, places like Charleston perhaps, and maybe even making a connection in Charlotte over the weekend. There could be some wet weather impacts as this system starts to move a bit further inland. And it will spread some more clouds our way. That's why we're forecasting temperatures by Sunday. We'll have highs in the upper 70s. But this is a live look, by the way. This is McFarland Park in Florence. And you can see some of those puffy clouds here in North Alabama. We're going to keep that chance for wet weather very, very isolated. Actually, for the rest of tonight, for most of our area, you can see it's going to be dry, nice, pleasant night on the way. And for our weekend, well, really, you can't beat it for Memorial Day weekend. It's certainly been very hot, very steamy this time of the year. Tomorrow we have only a 20% chance, 80 degrees for a high. Overnight lows will be in the 50s, and then Sunday you can see around 78 degrees. That's because, again, we expect some more clouds to move into the area. So that's what's happening on this Friday, kicking off the holiday weekend. We're going to talk a lot more about what's on the way next week because the heat, it is coming. Wait until you see that 7-day forecast. That's coming up right here on First Alert Weather Extra. Also coming up, we go beyond the 7-day. We got Mickey's Weather Kid of the Week. California Sea Power. What's that about? Flooding in Nebraska. A lot of active weather has been happening across parts of the country. We'll update you right here. You are watching Weather Extra.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome into Good Day, Alabama.
A new morning comes with preparing right, because while you slept, news broke.
We have new information from that breaking news that happened this morning.
While you head out, the storm we gave you the first alert for is on its way in. And as the key turns the ignition, your shorter route to work is being found.
Avoid 459 southbound completely because of a crash.
A new morning means everything you need for a good day is on Good Day, Alabama, always on your side.
the first alert traffic you need to get you there safe and on time. Tomorrow morning, everything you need for a good day is on Good Day Alabama.
You're late, out the door, and on the go. Don't worry.
Good Day Alabama continues all morning long.
And wherever you watch, this is what you need to know right now.
More reporters on the streets with more hours of news when you need it. Everything you need for a good day is on Good Day Alabama. Knowing first is everything. First Alert Weather.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. I'm meteorologist Lauren Linehan. At least 12 people were rescued from floodwaters in Nebraska today. At least those 12 people were rescued, and you can see here from this video, one person was captured right here on this video of the flooding, and first responders rescuing people trapped in their homes. A father and son traveling through the area to pick up a load of cattle had to take a detour because of the flooding. The National Weather Service reported road closures across Dundee and Hitchcock counties in Nebraska. Well, we want to provide an update to a story we brought you the other day regarding Typhoon Mawar. Super Typhoon Mawar continues to move off from Guam, and next in line, impacts for Taiwan. You can see the satellite imagery of the
image of Super Typhoon Mawar. It actually gains.
Oh, okay, there we go. Bringing that audio down. So it looks like the satellite imagery of Mawar actually is showing it moving away from Guam, and it has been moving towards Taiwan. But what we're seeing right now, as far as that, as we continue to watch it in the days ahead, this is of course out in the Pacific Ocean, and this was at its strongest a violent typhoon, and that occurs when you have winds in excess of 120 miles per hour. They have a different classification system out there in the Pacific, but here in the Atlantic Basin, our hurricane season starts on June 1st. Well, could there be a new California gold rush? We're talking about lithium, a crucial metal set to be extracted from underneath California's Salton Sea. Lithium is key for electric car batteries, and as demand skyrockets for electric vehicles, there's hope a new lithium rush could save the dying Salton Sea and supercharge America's EV industry. Mike Valerio takes us to California desert for a closer look.
It looks like a shimmering sea that was once called a miracle in the desert.
The Salton Riviera, beside the blue Salton Sea, is the place for you to take charge of your future.
A Hollywood hideaway 3 hours from Los Angeles, where Sinatra and the Rat Pack played. But now, after decades of drought and farm runoff raising the water's salinity, the Salton Sea today is surrounded by dust and decay.
The hope is that the chronic unemployment and poverty down here can be alleviated by the development of Lithium Valley.
This gurgling and sputtering from underground gases potentially heralds a new beginning, a transformation from languishing vistas to Lithium Valley.
These structures are called mud volcanoes when they're above ground.
Geologist Michael McKibben explains deep underneath us, where two tectonic plates are pushing past each other, magma heats groundwater. And within that salty water, called brine, minerals dissolve, including the valuable metal lithium.
This is the gold right here.
Yes. Solid lithium is essential for electric vehicle batteries. Right now, most lithium battery production is in China, but experts say the Salton Sea region could provide enough lithium to move the U.S. toward lithium independence, supercharging our EV transition.
Our intention is to be in construction this year and be in operation in 2025.
Eric Spomer is CEO of Energy Source Minerals, one of 3 companies planning to draw lithium from the underground hot brine.
This is where the separation begins.
Yes, this is where the high temperature, high pressure fluids coming up into our high pressure separator.
Boiling brine already fuels 11 Salton Sea geothermal power plants, among them Hudson Ranch 1. The brine steam spins its turbines, and that creates clean energy. The plan now is to extract dissolved lithium from that same brine.
We developed a technology that is incredibly efficient at extracting lithium from brine and rejecting impurities.
One of the hopes with lithium extraction is that it could bring vitality back to the Salton Sea and so much of what we're looking at all around us. Fewer than 10 years ago, this was underwater, and people who live in and around the area hope that with more money into the economy, at least a fraction of the Salton Sea can be restored to its former glory.
Simply put, Ruben Hernandez, owner of the nearby Buckshot Deli and Diner, hopes a lithium boom leads to a boom in customers and a flood of tax revenue for a better future. My grandchildren will grow up here, he tells us. I hope they'll have good services and a good quality of life. That is, if lithium leads to a second miracle in the desert, one for our time and for the road ahead. On the banks of the Salton Sea, I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Wow, what an interesting story. We'd love to see some progress with that. Coming up next on First Alert Weather Extra, we check back in with Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt for a look at the 7-day forecast as we head towards the holiday weekend. And I'll take you beyond the 7-day with June just around the corner. We'll be right back.
West Shore Home is making shower and bath remodeling easy and more affordable for everyone. Hey everybody, I'm joined by Kirsten Page from West Shore to find out exactly how they're making that happen. Kirsten.
So Joe, we've been able to give homeowners, over 165,000 of them, the shower and bath of their dreams by making it a fast, easy, and convenient experience. But now we're making it even more affordable to start your project without breaking the bank.
Now Kirsten, when someone starts a remodeling project, costs can be a real concern. So how are you making it more affordable to start that project right now?
So instead of me telling you, why don't I show you? This homeowner was having some problems with their old shower. They called us, we stopped out, and we completely removed the old bathtub and replaced it with a walk-in shower in just one day. The best part? We can do a job like this for as low as $99 a month.
$99 a month, that's incredible.
It really is. We understand that budgets can be a little tighter this time of the year, so we want to make it easier for folks to get their projects started right now. So let's go ahead and look at another project we recently did. This homeowner was so excited to get rid of their old bathtub because they were getting an easy, low-step shower. You can see here we took out that old bathtub and removed everything down to the studs. Then we installed new walls and fixtures. By dinner time, this homeowner had their brand new shower, and the best part, they didn't need to worry about paying for their entire project up front. They were able to break it down into low monthly payments.
That project looks amazing, and the low monthly payments is going to make getting that project started so much easier. Kirsten, thanks so much. Folks, West Shore Home is making shower and bath remodeling fast and convenient, and you heard Kirsten, now they're making it more affordable too with their easy, low monthly payments. Call the number on your screen right now to start your project, and when you do, take advantage of this great offer. Call in now to get your new shower for as little as $99 a month. On top of that, they're doing free installation on all shower and bath projects. Don't delay. Call the experts at West Shore Home now.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt. Live look from downtown Jasper. Want to share this view. This is Main Street there in Jasper. See all the banners there honoring our heroes. Certainly don't want to lose sight of what this weekend's all about here. 77 degrees, and it is going to be a fantastic Friday night if you have plans out there. What a way to start this Memorial Day weekend. Live look from Southern Sky Aviation. If you're catching a flight heading out this weekend, around the state, wet weather chances are going to stay rather isolated, but around the region we have that one system that we're tracking back off to the east. We'll be keeping a watch on right now. Looks like conditions Atlanta, Charlotte, if you are catching a connecting flight there, we're in good shape. There's a couple of isolated showers you can see back to the west, back over to Mississippi around the Golden Triangle. We had some rain in far southern Marion, northern Lamar County. That was it for today. And most areas, again, you can see right now very dry, very pleasant. This is that disturbance. It's an upper level disturbance, a low pressure system off the coast of the Carolinas. It's over the water, which is plenty warm right now for tropical development. And there's some, it's really starting to spin here. You can see that. And this may become a hybrid or subtropical type system here over the next couple of days as it moves on in towards the Carolinas. If you do have plans, though, to travel in this direction, it will have some impacts there. It will spread some clouds our way by Sunday, so we went a little bit lower on those daytime highs as we get into Sunday and into Sunday evening. But chance development right now, the Hurricane Center has it at 10%. Certainly a system we'll keep a close watch on over the weekend. Tomorrow, as far as the rain chances go, you can see greater chance back to the north and west. Most likely area to see a pop-up right there around Lamar, Marion counties. Most areas will be in good shape tomorrow. Not seeing a whole lot. If you're out on the lake, out by the pool, do check the First Alert weather app. Sunday's another day we'll see another 20%. We're keeping Memorial Day dry at this time. Afternoon highs close to 80 degrees. Want to point out the morning temperatures. It's going to be chilly out there during the mornings. Early Sunday, early on Monday, we're going to have some areas. We could be as low as 52, 53 degrees there. So it's going to be chilly. It won't last long. I mean, we'll warm up quickly. And actually, next week, this is some of the data. Look at some of the forecast highs there back in the 90s by Friday and Saturday. Just in time for June, the heat is going to kick in, and we'll see those isolated afternoon thunderstorms. Here is our First Alert 7-day. Not a lot of rain on here. Not a lot of wet weather, but we will see some isolated storms. The weather has certainly shifted, as you can tell. Again, we'll keep a watch on that system back to the east. And just to make sure that over the weekend we don't have any surprises as far as where that thing goes. But at this point, we expect most of the wet weather to stay east of Alabama. Again, you can see close to 90 there by Thursday and into next Friday. So we got some hot weather towards the end of that 7-day forecast. How about beyond the 7-day forecast? Let's go to meteorologist Lauren Linehan.
Hey, Wes. Well, interestingly enough, we are expecting temperatures to really skyrocket by the latter half of next week. But beyond that, even farther beyond the 7-day, there is the possibility that we could see some below average temperatures once we get a little further into June. And that does include us here in Alabama. So what does that mean for us? Well, temperatures may actually be pretty comfortable once we get past that little hot streak next week. So we mentioned towards the end of next week, possibly see 90s going into the first weekend of June. So this is looking at the dates from June 1st through 10th, so the first 10 days of June. But eventually, once we get past that first weekend, maybe seeing a little cool down, our average high going into June in the mid 80s. So we could actually see maybe a quick spell with temperatures running below that. Of course, we know if we get these little cool downs, they don't last very long. So showing once we get past that hot streak next week, a little cool down for the second week of June before we see those morning lows going right back up again. But what about rain chances? Well, possibly over the next 2 weeks seeing above average precipitation. Now, it generally looks like a good portion of next week is going to be trending drier. It's once we get past that we could see the potential for a more unsettled pattern again. So let's look at the futurecast here. Here we are next Saturday, first weekend of June, the 3rd, showing the possibility of maybe some showers and storms around again. So we have most of next week looking dry, but as we switch back to the weekend, that's when we could see that better chance of rain around. And that could possibly stick around into that Sunday. Notice what happens. We mentioned that cool down. You can see in the mid-levels of the atmosphere a trough developing, and that could bring down some cooler than average air here into central Alabama as we get past that first weekend of June. And that could be bringing us some drier weather as we get into that Monday and Tuesday, the 5th and the 6th. Here we are that Wednesday and Thursday, showing maybe another system coming through that could bring some scattered showers and storms towards the end of that second week of June. And certainly going to be keeping an eye on that. But we know how it works in the summertime. We get those scattered showers and storms that can develop with the heat of the day. But it does look like before we officially turn hot, there could still maybe be a little cool down in the forecast for us. Well, we've been talking here about the U.S. and we shared this yesterday on Weather Extra, information on an active volcano in Mexico, Popocatépetl. Did I say that right? Popocatépetl. pedal. That's it. Known locally as El Popo. Yes, it's been slowing down and there are no reports of recent eruptions, but we have new video of what the eruption from the volcano looks like. Take a look at this. This is drone video of El Popo in Mexico. Since May 15th, the central Mexican volcano has been showing signs of activity, releasing smoke, steam, gas, and a little ash. Once again, the eruptions are slowing down, and reportedly there have been no recent signs of eruptions. CENIPRED, Mexico's Center for Disaster Prevention, is monitoring the volcano. Well, coming up next on First Alert Weather Extra, it's Friday after all, so that means we want to check in to see who's Mickey's weather kid is this week. We'll be right back.
We heard the first alert. Mom says we have to go. She says I don't have time to grab any more toys.
Need to be in your tornado safe place. Get there right now as you have.
We have to get to our safe place because sometimes when you hear the siren, it's too late. That's why she says knowing first is everything.
We know weather can be grab the umbrella or jogging shoes, but it's so much more. It's a science, an art, led by knowledge and experience.
And no one has more of that than a WBRC First Alert weather team.
Warning you first with more hours committed to you. And the first forecast built to see weeks, days, and even minutes ahead, right down to where you live. From the team you trust on your favorite screen.
Doing the weather better. The WBRC First Alert weather team, always on your side.
The first alert is more than a warning. It's a promise. A promise to get you out of harm's way with plenty of time to spare. 4 walls and a roof can be replaced. Lives can't. That's why knowing first is everything. First Alert Weather.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. I'm meteorologist Lauren Lenahan. It's Friday. You know what that means around here at Fox 6. It is time for Mickey's Weather Kid.
Well, I'm here with Ja'Cory Gresham. You having a good time, man? You sure do look sharp.
Thank you.
You might be an artist. I could see you if you're an artist. You might even be a fashion designer the way you got the suit looking, man. You look sharp. You really do. You don't have a girlfriend, do you?
No.
Okay. Well, you might after this. All right, Ja'Cory, let's back up right here. Let me borrow this arm right here. What's the city right there?
Birmingham.
What's the temperature?
67.
What about that city right up there?
Jasper.
Yeah?
63.
Okay, let's go way over here. What's that city right there?
Pell City.
Yeah?
59.
Very, very good. He's good at reading there, Mom. What y'all been doing? What are you, just 7 years old? You can read all those big words? Man, that's good. That's really good. We have clear skies, a lot of sunshine out there to get you going for today. And let's back up just a little bit, Ja'Cory. At noontime today, what's the temperature reading?
78.
And later on today, our forecast high getting all the way up to
82.
And what's it going to be looking like out there?
Sunshine.
Maybe just a few clouds? All right. Well, you having fun? You did a great, great job. What do you want to tell the folks before you leave here today?
Have a good summer.
Have a good summer, everybody. Didn't he do a wonderful job? Hey, kids, if you want to do the weather with me, your parents got to sign you up online. They go to WBRC.com. There's a little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner. You look for a good day, and then you look for Mickey's Weather Kids. Every kid who's picked got to be between the ages of 5 and 12 to enter, and they get an AmFirst Visa gift card for $25. What are you going to do with that? Buy some more ice cream with sprinkles? Sound like a plan. Might have to hang out with you. Except I'll get ice cream all over my suit. You probably won't. All right, that's a look at what's going on. Give me some right there. Booyah. Let's check in with Double.
Oh, thanks so much, Matt and Ja'Cory. I think I'm going to need to hire him to be my stylist. So we've been talking about, of course, Memorial Day weekend upon us. I know we've been mentioning the sea lions here at the Birmingham Zoo are soon going to be moving, and they will be bidding us a fond farewell this weekend. But one sea lion decided to take Memorial Day weekend into their own hands. Take a look.
Wednesday morning, a sea lion climbed multiple flights of stairs at a local hotel, causing quite a stir.
California sea lions are really interesting because they can actually walk on all fours, so they're really great climbers, and because of that, we tend to see them in very unusual locations.
Like the top of this staircase at the Sandcastle Hotel in Pismo Beach.
This is the time of year where mom is actually preparing for her new pup. And so these pups are being weaned, and this is about the time that they're venturing out on their own.
Mesa says that is likely what happened Wednesday morning.
It likely got negatively interacted with some people on the beach and then kind of went up onto the stairwell. And that's when the police department got the call.
At approximately 1:16 a.m. Wednesday, Pismo Beach police received a call about a sea lion on the property of the Sandcastle Hotel.
And when they got there, it kind of ran away from them or waddled away from them and went up several flights of stairs.
Trimble says he can't recall anything like this happening in the past.
They were able to use a dog catching device and get it into custody or take it under control and then take it back down to the ground floor and release it back onto the beach.
Well, we're glad the sea lion is okay and back home safe and sound. If you are going to be traveling out of town for Memorial Day weekend, here at home at least, temperatures are going to be very comfortable, low humidity, just some isolated storms possible Saturday and Sunday. Remember, it's if you're going to the Atlantic coast, somewhere along the Georgia coastline, the Carolinas, North Florida, at least the Atlantic coast, North Florida, that's where you could be seeing some rain and rough surf. So make sure you don't get into the water if you see those flags posted. Now, as we look at Memorial Day weekend here, especially on Monday, looking nice and dry, but that heat is going to be building in next week. So you can check back in with Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt tonight for an update on your forecast at 1st to 9. And join us here on Weather Extra every weeknight at 6:30 on your favorite streaming platform. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Lauren Linehan. Have a safe Memorial Day weekend.